here we go. We've got must-have skills number 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First of all, I gotta say, I love the Constitution. I love the Bill of Rights because it protects me and lets me do whatever I want. Basically, shall not be infringed means I can leave the house like this. You shall not infringe me. Doesn't that sound stupid? I mean, hey, concealed, man. It means I've got a really light layer of clothing over it, eh? I don't know why I went Canadian on that. Who's heard this argument? And I'm going to change in a minute because there's no way you're going to take me seriously. First of all, because you have a concealed carry permit or you live in an open carry state or a constitutional carry state, there's more to it than that. Well, I've got a license. Yeah, you got a license for these? Huh? Should I hide them too? That was a joke. I'm still in joke mode. I'm sorry. Let's get to must-have skills 10. And before we do, let's get out of this stupid shirt. It's a good shirt, but it's the wrong size. You know what I mean? Stand by, kids. All right, much better. I feel more normal now. Less douchey with a man-size shirt on instead of that little one. Okay. Must-have skills number 10. Actually learn to conceal your weapon. But Mick, it's my right. We'll come to that in a second. First of all, I challenge you to research actual history. Let's dig into that for just 1 second. No, it was not always your right to carry a gun concealed in America. Nope. The concealed carry laws we have now didn't really even come to be until late 80s to present. But Mick, previous to those arcane, tyrannical laws, we had constitutional carry. No, you did not. This is not Mickey's interpretation. As far back as 1780s, here in the Americas, in the colonial Americas, we had bans on the concealed carry of weapons. Why? Why would they have done that? Well, because at the time, only the criminal concealed weapons and went out in public. The good, the righteous, the just had no reason to conceal their intent. Different time, guys. Different time. I'm not saying that the times have changed to the point where you don't have the right, because as any of you that know me know I'm all about it. But we don't live in an area now where we are out chopping trees for firewood and living in colonial times, right? Your shopping malls, huge cities full of people, large mass amounts of people. As such, there's a thing called good citizenship. You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't get in my truck and blare some really vulgar music and go park on a playground full of kids. Why? One, it's creepy. Two, it's just poor form, right? So there are certain things that we need to think about when we're concealing the gun. From one aspect, it is a courtesy to others. They don't need to know what's on my body, nor should I share it with them. Hey, who's ever heard this? We'll change gears a little bit. Anybody that wears tactical clothing with pockets, stuff that law enforcement or a military operator would wear, is asking for trouble, because the bad guy will come in and he'll see you and know. Who's heard something like that? Who has also heard the opposite? No, man, the only people that recognize those kinds of clothes, like this shirt or my CarryTrainer shirt, the only people that recognize that's good people, so that's not a problem. I think they're both right and they're both wrong. And here's really the big picture. You have no idea who is out and about around you. There are multiple times a year that a lawful concealed carrier or open carrier gets shot. And they get shot because somebody around them doesn't understand that the doofus or doofuses just aren't doing a good job being courteous with a weapon in public. As such, maybe 911 gets called. Maybe somebody challenges them. Hey man, why do you got a gun? F you, man. It's my constitutional right. How about instead understand that you just went out into a public place with a weapon? Be it your right or not, you have to communicate with people that have emotions, people that have preconceived ideas, people that maybe were exposed to violence in ways you don't know about. As such, you maybe need to be the smarter one. I want to go back to this, well, I'm printing and it doesn't matter because it's my right and the only people that'll notice that are the good guys. Well, how do you think an off-duty cop knows you're a good guy? How do you think another concealed carrier knows you're a good guy? Do you think only good guys buy inside the waistband holsters? Do you think only in the last 10 years of Instagram and YouTube and people making Kydex holsters, only good guys know how to carry a gun under a shirt? Here's another thought. Predators, bad people, they're looking for you. They're looking for the guy. It's not at all a stretch to think that somebody who makes their livelihood preying upon other humans isn't well versed in seeing the dude printing a blaster. So, your job, number 10, is learn to conceal your weapon. Not partially, not kind of, not putting a tight, cool gun shirt over the top of it, man, but it doesn't matter because it's my right. No, learn to conceal the gun. There's no reason for people to see what's under your shirt. And in fact, if you're the person that cares so little about the general public and more about your own rights, that doesn't make you an American. It makes you selfish. It makes you self-centered. And in reality, you're the kind of person that is causing a degradation of these rights, to degrade, to tear down, to wear down. Keep your shit to yourself. That might mean buying a bigger shirt. That might mean maybe you don't get to shove this in front of your pubic bone and walk around. Maybe your gun might need to be something a little bit smaller. By the way, these Jagaman 20 rounders are pretty sweet on the hip. Let's talk about open carry for a second. Well, I'm never going to open carry because if I open carry, I'll be the first target. Maybe not. But I will tell you this, if you're going to open carry, if you live in an open carry state, carry a holster that is securely affixed to a secure belt. Because you could securely affix it to your belt, and if your belt's a piece of crap, somebody could yank it off of you. Secure belt and a holster with retention. At the very least, an ALS from Safariland, level 1 retention. At the very least, if you're going to go out with a gun on your hip exposed, have some retention. Mick, it's my right, bro. It's also your right to be an idiot. Do you want to be an idiot, or do you want to have good practices? Good practices that will protect and promote your right. Good practices that will make you safer. See, the thing is, more people that know you have a gun on you, the less safe you are. The less safe you are. I don't want to have anybody know what's in my pockets. And it's not because I'm secret. It's none of their business. The whole idea of being a gray man and just being able to mix in with society, that's how you get safer. It's not by looking apart. It's comical. This whole gray man movement has gone down the path of now I got to dress a certain way, and now everybody knows I'm a certain way. Think about what you're doing. Concealed means concealed. It's not just put a piece of cloth over it. The point of having the gun on you is so that nobody knows it's there until you need it, and hopefully you never do. Don't flaunt what you have because it draws undue attention to you. And no, friends, the Constitution does not protect your right to be a douchebag. It does not protect your right to scare people because you misinterpret words. Don't misquote me. I don't want to see a bunch of comments here saying Mick's anti-constitutional. I challenge all of you gents and young ladies to go out and read the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers. Read the Constitution, read the Declaration, read the writings of John Locke, read the writings of men like Adams and Jefferson, and understand the intent of what the framers had in mind. Now be a big enough human to understand that we're not living in 1775 or 76 or 1780 any longer. And that's a good thing, because I like being able to go to the doctor and get better and not die. I like being able to drive a car and not have to take a horse. I like being able to have a weapon on me that I can put underneath a nice light t-shirt that, by the way, is made with a nice cotton poly blend, which didn't exist then. Think about what you're doing. Concealed means concealed. Must have skills number 10. And guess what? It might mean that you have to buy some new clothes or a smaller blaster. Be good.